Won't fertilizing simply help my weeds get stronger? No, no, no. Turf grass needs a fertile soil while weeds can grow almost anywhere. But in a fertile soil, turf grass overpowers the weeds. In a sterile soil, weeds overpower the turf grass. And that's why it's so important to fertilize well. Now that doesn't mean fertilize often. It means to fertilize with the right fertilizer at the right time. Fertilizer is simply food for the turf grass. So just as it's not very healthy to feed your children too much, it's not healthy to overfeed the lawn. Just as it's important to give your children the proper nutrition, it's important to feed your lawn with the proper fertilizer. A diet of cheap, fast-acting fertilizer results in problematic turf grass. At Tendershoots, you are assured of the best, and only the best fertilizer available. How can you tell if your fertilizer is really the best? So many factors make for a good fertilizer that is indeed difficult to tell. One factor, for example, is the makeup of the prill itself. The fertilizer used at Tendershoots, designed to release its nutrients under controlled conditions such as temperature, moisture, acidity, etc., has very small prills, allowing them to get through the grass and into the soil where they will get right to work. Perhaps slightly more expensive, but well worth the cost. As with any service, the professionalism of the applicator is critical. For example, improper application can result in striping, or worse, over-application, which can result in dead areas. Weed control products available for use today simply are not comparable to those used prior to the implementation of the pesticide ban in 2009. In fact, only 2 products are approved for use in Ontario. Sarator, introduced in 2010, is a fungus that selectively attacks dandelion and a small number of other weeds. Sarator is reasonably effective, but only under ideal conditions and with a great deal of homeowner follow-up. As a result, it was never widely accepted, although it is still in limited use. More widely accepted and marginally more effective is Fiesta, which makes use of chelated iron as the active ingredient. Fiesta is used by most lawn care companies, including Tendershoots, while Weed Be Gone, a diluted version, is available to homeowners at retail stores. Fiesta is used by most lawn care companies, including Tendershoots, while Weed Be Gone, a diluted version, is available to homeowners at retail stores. These products are somewhat expensive in comparison to the banned products, but can, in combination with good lawn care practices, keep effective control of weeds. As with fertilizer applications, professional weed spraying demands proper training, skill, and attention to detail. Lack of care could easily result in the killing of a customer's flowers or favored plants, since the active ingredient in Fiesta is chelated iron, and as you can imagine, a simple misstep can result in an inadvertent splash on the driveway, sidewalk, or patio. So proper care on the part of the technician is vital. Nothing beats maturity and experience to ensure quality results. All of our technicians at Tendershoots are seasoned, dedicated, long-term professionals. No students. Aeration is second only to top dressing as the best service to give your lawn. Every single lawn will benefit from core aeration, but, as with all purchases, one should look at making sure you get your money's worth. How do you know when aeration is really important, and when it is less so? Well, the 2 important factors in determining the extent of the benefit your lawn will receive are compaction and thatch. Compaction is self-explanatory. Clay soils, for example, become hard as rock when dry. Lawns where kids run and play get compacted. What happens then is that the root system just can't spread out and go where the nutrients are. Result, poor roots and an anemic turf. A core aerator, as the name implies, pulls plugs about 1 inch by 2 inches deep from the soil and drops them on top. After aeration, your lawn looks like every dog within 100 miles is visited, but that only lasts for a few days. The plugs should not be raked off. Although rolling is seldom recommended, there are occasions when it may be required in an attempt to level a bumpy lawn. Rolling, even with the best equipment such as shown here, while it does have some effect, often does not give the results hoped for. One way to help improve the results of rolling is to do it in conjunction with aeration. That is, a core aeration is done first to open up the cores, then followed up with the roller. Overseeding is another service that your lawn will love. The thicker the turf, the less space available for weed seeds, or worse, crabgrass seeds to take hold. So ideally, many lawns should be overseeded in late summer. Late summer, not spring? You heard correctly. The ideal time to seed a lawn is between mid-August and late September. Unlike spring, when the soil temperature is cold, by mid-August, the soil is toasty warm, yet we have the cool nights and dew in the morning. Perfect. The important consideration in turf grass seeding is soil contact. Without soil contact and moisture, the seed simply cannot germinate, or even if it does, cannot survive. One way to get soil contact is to roll the lawn after applying grass seed. But a better way is to apply the seed using the slit seeding method. As the name implies, the machine makes slits in the soil, drops the seed in, then covers it up. Most of the seed is then planted, ensuring good soil contact. However, even with slit seeding, about 30% of the grass seed remains on top. So to improve on the germination rate even more, it can be followed up with a black magic application.